Hey guys, it's Kira, and if you can't tell from my big cosy jumper, we are back from our summer travels, and I'm actually so excited to be home, mainly because we had a heat wave before we went on holiday and then obviously spent 3 weeks in some really hot countries in Europe, and I'm definitely more of a colder weather person. I just enjoy winter and autumn a lot more than summer, so I was just so excited to get back to some colder weather, and England definitely hasn't disappointed on that front because it's been really gloomy and rainy and just a lot chillier since we've gotten back, and I'm loving it. But also since getting back, I've obviously been back at work, but what I have been doing a lot is watching people's like weekly vlogs, and I've just been absolutely loving them. I just think they're so nice to watch. It's great to just see a sort of whole week in people's lives rather than just a day, and I thought I might give it a go because what with being back at work I don't have quite so much time to do like a single day vlog during the week anyway, so I thought it might be really fun to just sort of piece my days together and try out a weekly vlog kind of thing. So obviously I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing because it's new to me, but I'm definitely going to give it a go, and I thought this week might be a perfect week to try it on because I've definitely got a few exciting things happening during the week that I'm really looking forward to, so I thought it would be a really fun week to try out a weekly vlog on. So yeah, that's what I'm going to try out this week, so we'll see how it goes. But today is Saturday and we don't really have too many plans on. As I said, it's quite a gloomy rainy day, but we're going to go and do some shopping. I think we need to go get some food bits, and I think I need to get a new plant pot to replant one of my succulents, but aside from that we don't have too many plans, so we'll just see where the day goes. So we just got back from our shopping trip and I managed to pick up a new bonsai tree as well as some food treats. So I got a vegan tomato and lentil soup that I've not tried before, so I'm going to have that for my lunch. I also got some proper nutty peanut butter, which is my favourite brand of peanut butter, and I was so excited to have it because I haven't had it in ages. And then when I came home I managed to smash it between the journey from the car to the house, so I'm going to have to try and salvage the rest of it. Hopefully it'll be alright because it's just the top of the jar that's smashed, but I'm probably going to end up having some glass on my peanut butter and toast next time, so we'll see how that goes. But then most excitingly of all, I picked up a new juice which sounds super autumnal. It's a like spiced apple, date, cinnamon and vanilla juice, which just sounds absolutely amazing, from Waitrose, and I'm just really excited to try this because it sounds like everything I could possibly want in a juice. Fizzy? I don't know why. Okay, I don't know why this juice is fizzing, but it just tastes really nice, like apple and cinnamon. But yeah, that was really nice. So now I'm gonna make my soup and some bread for lunch and watch some Grey's Anatomy, which is my current obsession, and probably drink some more of this weirdly fizzy juice. Good morning, so it's now Sunday and I've just gotten up, so please excuse the crazy bed hair, but this morning we're actually planning to get a few things done. So I'm wanting to get quite a bit of reading done on my current read, which is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, because I'm wanting to get quite a bit of progress done on that one today. And we also want to fit in a gym session, a walk, and also maybe a bike ride, so we'll see how much of that we actually manage to get done today, but for now we're just going to go and grab some breakfast. So I feel like this morning has kind of been a bit of a write-off because I've been feeling really unwell, but I definitely feel like some fresh air will help me to feel a bit better, so we're just heading out for a walk now. So we've just gotten back from our walk and I think we were out for about 2 hours, and it definitely felt so good to get outside. I'm definitely feeling a lot less ill and just a bit more alive after spending a couple of hours outside, but spending a couple of hours out in the cold means that I'm feeling a little bit chilly now. So I've just made myself a cup of tea to warm up in my favourite cat mug, so I'm just going to enjoy that, and I'm also planning to do a little bit of reading now. So I think I mentioned earlier that my current read is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, which I'm absolutely loving. I also really love the cover that I've got, but in general I'm thinking this is actually my favourite of the Harry Potter books so far. I'm only about halfway through, but I'm absolutely loving it, and that is a big statement because I've loved all of the Harry Potter books I've read so far, but this one is really interesting, so I'm just going to sit down and read a little bit more of that now. So it's Monday morning and I'm just getting ready to go to work, but I thought it might be fun to show you some of the foods that I'm going to be taking with me to work today, because I'm not really a big kind of lunch person. I definitely prefer to snack throughout the day at work and just nibble on foods, but I also like to make sure that they're always healthy foods. They're going to give me plenty of energy rather than sort of nibbling on biscuits and sweets and then having a sugar crash in the afternoon. Don't get me wrong, I do sometimes eat the biscuits and stuff, but on a daily basis I like to try and make sure the bulk of what I'm eating at work is healthy food, so that I'm going to have plenty of energy and just feel good throughout the day and make sure I've got a sort of consistent level of energy. But I don't really like a big meal, so I like to take plenty of snacks with me. So some of the things I like to take on a regular basis are energy bars and balls. So one of my favourites are the Deliciously Ella balls. So today I'm going to be taking the cashew and ginger flavour, which to me just tastes like a ball of gingerbread and is so tasty. And I also really like the cacao and almond one, which just tastes like a brownie. It's so delicious. But as well as these, I also really enjoy naked bars, which again taste so sweet and delicious but are actually really healthy and give me plenty of energy. And so aside from bars and balls, I also really like to take yogurts, just because I just find them really tasty and I enjoy to eat them. So today I'm taking the Alpro Go On yogurt in the passion fruit flavour, because it's just so delicious. It's probably my favourite flavour, but I also really like the mango, and they're just really high in protein and just so delicious, so I really enjoy those. And then aside from that, I'm going to be taking just a standard apple, which I'm going to cut up into some slices and have with some nut butter. So I'll pretty much eat any nut butter, but the nut butter that I've been having recently is a whole earth one that's a 3-nut blend with peanuts, pecans and walnuts, I think, and it's really delicious, especially with some apple slices. So yeah, those are the foods I'm going to be taking with me to work today, but I always make sure I've got plenty of snacks in my drawers at work as well, like raisins, dates, and other things like fruit as well, just to make sure I've always got something on hand if I'd be hungry. So yeah, those are all the foods I'm taking today, so I'm going to head off to work and I'll speak to you when I get home. So it's about 4 p.m. and I just got back from work, and as you can probably tell from these massive dark circles under my eyes, I'm feeling so tired because that's just Monday for you, I guess. But I'm just going to make myself a cup of tea, which will hopefully revive me a little bit and make me feel a little bit more alive. And then for the rest of the evening, I'm kind of planning to just get on with a few little bits. I want to do some more German learning because I'm currently learning German. I need to do some sort of like grammar and vocab bits just to sort of keep practicing. I also want to read some more of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, catch up on some YouTube videos, do some editing, maybe some blog post writing, so just a kind of few random little bits that I'm going to try and get done this evening. But first of all, a cup of tea to make myself feel a little bit more alive. So it's Tuesday afternoon and I've just gotten home from work, and I'm actually just about to go down to the kitchen to get on with some baking, because on Tuesday evenings my favourite show of the week is on, which is the Great British Bake Off, and because it's a show all about really delicious looking foods, I always like to do some baking beforehand to make sure I've got something really tasty to eat whilst I'm watching the show, because I just get so hungry watching everyone else do baking, so I like to make sure I've got something good to eat whilst I'm watching my favourite show. So this week on Bake Off is bread week, so I'm trying to make something bread related, but I'm not 100% sure what I'm going for. I'm kind of winging it. The idea I've got in my mind is like a cinnamon pull apart bread with like a sweet icing sugar glaze on top, but I don't really have a recipe. I'm winging it, and I'm just going to go downstairs to the kitchen, see what we've got and try and sort of put something nice together. But yeah, if it comes off as I'm hoping, it should be a really tasty treat, and I'm definitely looking forward to eating it with a cup of tea and Bake Off later this evening. finished baking and I think it went quite well, which means I'm now even more excited to watch Bake Off later because I really can't wait to try one of my cinnamon bread rolls because they look so delicious. Okay, this lighting is terrible, which I'm really sorry about, but it's just started to get dark outside. But after I finished up my baking earlier, I actually went out to Starbucks to meet my dad and my brother for a little bit of a catch-up, and that was really nice. I got one of their new sort of autumnal drinks. It was like a maple rooibos tea latte, and which I had with almond milk, and it was okay. The top tasted really nice and mapley, but the bottom not so much, so it wasn't my favourite, but it was definitely a nice drink, and it was nice to have something warm and autumnal. But whilst I was there also I ended up speaking to one of the baristas who was also a vegan about our joint dream of starting a vegan cafe, which was really nice. And I also find that I get really excited when I meet other vegans in person because I don't really know many other people that are vegan, so that was a really nice end to my Starbucks trip. But now that I'm back it's almost 8 o'clock, so I'm just going to get my pyjamas on, make a cup of tea and then sit down to watch Bake Off with some of my cinnamon bread rolls. So it's now Wednesday afternoon and I'm just about to set off to go and pick up my sister because this evening we're going to Waterstones for a book event. It's like a meet the author and book signing for Lucy Watson's new vegan cookbook, which I'm really excited to get a hold of because I'm always on the lookout for more great vegan recipes and I'm just really excited to try some of them out. And I've managed to persuade my sister to come along with me because she is a big fan of Made in Chelsea. So we're just about to head off and go there now, so that should be a really fun Wednesday evening.
Of course, I immediately was like, oh my god, like I'm not gonna have, you know, like my nails are gonna break and I'm gonna be, my bones are gonna start, you know, turning into dust, and like, you know, I'm gonna be anemic, all these things, but none of that happened.
So I've just gotten home after dropping my sister off after the book signing, and I'd once again like to apologise for the horrible lighting. I'm definitely more of an autumn and winter person, but the one thing that I do love most about summer is how it's light in the evening. This light is awful for filming, but anyway, the event was really great. Lucy did a bit of a talk about her sort of experience with veganism and sort of how she's developed as a vegan, as well as just talking about the book a little bit. Then there was a Q&A and a book signing, and all in all it was just a really nice event, and it was great to hear a little bit more about her vegan journey because it's always nice to sort of hear more about how other people sort of came to veganism. But yeah, that was a really great event and really interesting, and I had a great time, and I'm now really excited to try some of the recipes because I had a flip through of the book whilst I was sat waiting for the event to start, and it looked really good. But tonight it's about like 9 o'clock now and I'm definitely not going to be cooking this evening, and I think Jay has actually gone out to get us some pizzas for dinner. He's gone to Pizza Express and I'm going to be having their vegan, I'm going to say the name wrong, but I think it's giardiniera pizza, and that's probably one of my favourite vegan pizzas, and I absolutely cannot wait to have it because I'm starving, and it should be a really delicious dinner. So it's now Thursday evening, and I've just gotten home from work, and for like the first time in a few days I don't have any plans whatsoever this evening, which is a really nice feeling, and it means that I can spend the rest of the evening just getting on with some reading, because I'd really love to finish Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire off today. I'm absolutely loving this book and I've only got about 50 pages left, and because I'm enjoying it so much I don't think it really should take me too long to blast through those last few pages, but it is such a great book. I'd say probably the best of the Harry Potters that I've read so far. I'm just enjoying it so much. So yeah, I'm wanting to finish that off today, and then if I've got some free time as well after finishing off the book, I'm wanting to get on with some bullet journaling. I'd say for like the past year and a bit I've been sort of getting into bullet journaling, and I've just found it to be such a useful tool in helping me to be so much more organised, particularly last year when it was my last year of university. It was really useful to help me sort of balance my work and my university as well as like the blog and things like that, just to make sure that I kept on top of everything, and I just found it made me so much more productive. But then over summer whilst I was travelling I didn't really use it as much because I guess I just didn't have as much on in my schedule and it just wasn't as necessary, so I kind of just neglected it a little bit. But now that I'm back at work and it's September, things are sort of picking up pace again and I really feel like I need to get more organised again, so I'm thinking of just picking up my journal again and sort of replanning all of my spreads and getting back into it to sort of keep me on top of work and my blog and making videos and things like that, and just sort of get back into being really productive. And so I guess to give me some motivation motivation to get back into it, I bought myself a new bullet journal because my old one was almost finished. So I got this lectern one in the most gorgeous turquoise blue, and I'm absolutely in love with it. It's so beautiful, and particularly because my last one was just plain black, so it's really nice to have a really pretty one. So after I finish Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, I'm going to sort of get started on setting up this journal, because so far it's completely blank and I really need to start using it and getting more productive again. So I've just finished reading Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, and it was amazing. I've obviously given all the Harry Potters that I've read so far 5 stars, but this one is like 5+. It was definitely my favourite of all the books I've read so far, just because there's so much more than you get in the film in this book, and it was just such a great read. And so I'm really glad that I finally finished that now. So now that I've done that, I'm going to try and get some inspiration for my like bullet journal spreads, and then probably get started on that. So it's Friday afternoon and I've just gotten home from work, and I'm feeling so ready to relax this evening. This work week has just been so busy and manic, and so I'm just feeling so tired right now. But before I can get to my weekend of relaxation, we're just about to head to the gym. Because we've been so busy this week, we haven't actually managed to fit any gym sessions in. We fitted in one run yesterday evening, but no gym sessions yet, so we're going to head there now to get in at least one workout this week before the weekend. But I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do, probably because we haven't been yet this week. We're just going to end up with a random mishmash of stuff, but it will be good to get at least one gym workout in, and probably we'll try and do some more over the weekend as well. But once I get home, you can bet I'm going to be putting my pyjamas on and sitting down to watch Grey's Anatomy for the rest of my Friday evening. So we've just gotten out of the gym, and even though I was really not motivated to go by the time I got home from work, I'm really glad that we did, because it always feels so good after you finish the workout. And now that we've finished at the gym, we're just going to head to the park and go for a little walk before heading home to chill out for the rest of the evening. So we've just gotten back from our walk, and even though I'm so glad that we actually went out and did something, I'm now feeling even more ready to just chill out. So the rest of this evening for me is just going to be spent having some dinner and then chilling out and watching Grey's Anatomy for the rest of the evening. So as fun as that is going to be for me, I'm pretty sure it probably won't make very good vlog footage, so I'm probably just going to shut off this weekly vlog here. So thanks so much for watching, I'll see you next time.